Hello, my name is Nicholas. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Celestial Signposts. This YouTube channel is a YouTube channel for tarot and esotericism. I will be doing tarot card readings weekly and publishing videos teaching esotericism. I would like to speak about myself so you can get a sense of me, and we will do the tarot card reading for this week. My training is largely in Western esotericism. I have training in ceremonial magic from the Golden Dawn tradition and adjacent traditions. I have training in alchemy, and I'm certified in natal astrology by the Institute for Hermetic Studies. I have training in Eastern esotericism also. I have training in Tai Chi, Qigong, and meditative techniques, as well as Taoist ceremonial magic. The videos that I will be releasing for this channel are going to be about teaching concepts in esotericism. The initial video series that I will be releasing will be about teaching ceremonial magic, specifically Western ceremonial magic. What I will be teaching you is the underlying theory of ceremonial magic, what brings someone to the path of return, how to understand a ceremonial magical operation, how to identify its constituent parts, and what the functions of the parts are. The reason I'm teaching this material is there are a number of systems available and a number of texts that are available for using those systems. What is frequently absent is an understanding of the underlying mechanisms of the systems and the rituals that they teach. I'm going to be teaching you the underlying mechanisms of the rituals so that when you are using a ceremonial magical system, you understand what you are doing. And I will be teaching about why someone is on the path of return, what draws someone to the path. I'm going to be teaching this to you so you understand why you are doing what you are doing. I will also be releasing videos that teach the technical aspects of a ceremonial magical practice, how to compose a ritual, how to do electional timing for ceremonial magical operation, how to charge a talisman. These are some of the topics that I'll be teaching on my YouTube channel. As I get feedback from the channel members, I can develop additional curricula. Topics that I can teach you include alchemy, making spagyrics as an example, or what is called the ends. I can teach you how to set up an alchemical temple and basic alchemical operations such as distillation. I can teach you astrology from a natal perspective. I can teach you electional astrology. I can teach you horary. As an example, I am recording this video on a date that I elected as an auspicious date to start my YouTube channel, and I did a horary astrological chart delineation about whether a YouTube channel would be financially successful for me. These are some things that I can teach you. I can teach you these tools to help you navigate your life. The tarot card reading that I'm going to do this evening is about whether this is the right tarot card reading channel for you. I'm going to do this reading, and I will be using the Archetype Oracle deck by Krans. I will be using the Poesis Oracle deck. I will be using the Tarot Volatile, and I will be using the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. After I have done this tarot card reading, I will do a love tarot card reading. It was very popular, and it is enjoyable to assist someone in their journey, experiencing love, And if I can assist my channel members with experiencing love, I will do that. I'm going to pull an archetype oracle card for the energy of the reading. The topic of the reading is this a good tarot card channel for you? The themes that this reading will explore are the people that would benefit from this channel and where this channel is going. I have drawn the flame. My initial impression is insight, awareness, a realization, something being kindled. And this is significant because this is something being kindled for me, and this is something being kindled for you. What is good is if I, as the person operating the channel, and you, as the channel members, can grow together. And through this experience of me doing tarot card readings for you and teaching you esotericism, I grow as a person, I grow as an esotericist, and you grow as a person. The visualization I get is a series of candles, a sea of candles being lit. And this is the collective energy, the collective consciousness of all the channel members contributing towards the collective elevation of consciousness of all of us. We are working together on this journey. I will read what Kim Krans has written about the flame card. The fire, the spark, the glimmer. In Sanskrit, the word for fire is Agni. The ancient yogis saw this flame at the center of the abdomen and believed it to be responsible for our vitality. When it is lit, we are connected to our purpose and sense that life is a sacred gift. It is said that those who cannot see the sacred around them have let their inner flame go out. Think of this card as a call to reignite that fire, to cup your hands gently around those things you've forgotten, and protect the flame, no matter how harshly the winds blow around you. It could be an inner archetype that begs you to light its wick. It is likely that the poet, the mystic, or the shaman would call to you with the language of the flame. When light, health, mental clarity, good digestion. When dark, excess heat and anger, complete darkness. Go deeper, the light you give off by Rumi, Gerhard Richter's candle paintings. The archetypical fire is the beginning of all transformation, purification, and manifestation. Nearly every spiritual lineage honors the flame. To enliven the connection with this archetypical energy, practice the candle gazing technique called Trataka. Notice how lighting a single candle in any space brings magic to the room and creates a sense of reverence. There is a meditative technique that is available in the Philosophers of Nature material, and if I recall correctly, it is available in Rosicrucian materials also for a candle gazing meditation. The technique is to light a single candle, place the candle in front of a mirror, and elevate the candle to be level with your heart. Gaze at the candle. Gaze at your reflection in the mirror. This resonates with the heart psychic energy center, what is called in Kabbalah Tiferet, harmony, balance. This is the psychic energy center that is the seat of the higher self. My sense is that this channel is going to be focused on helping the members connect to your higher self, to help you light your flame, to help you find what helps your flame stay lit. This is a journey to find kindling, to find fuel for your flame. Ask yourself, what fuels your flame? Has your flame gone out? What can reignite it? A candle gazing meditation can be helpful for you to realize what helps ignite your flame and to connect with your higher self, the part of you that has a connection to the divine. I'm going to pull some cards from the Poesis Oracle deck to refine the energy of the Flame Archetype card. The Poesis Oracle deck is very good. It has a poetry book that is associated with it. It has a poem for every card in the deck. Silence. Balance. Test. My teacher has taught me that it is in silence that self of self will speak. It is appropriate that I've drawn the silence card for a reading about if this channel is a good channel for you, and I have drawn the flame card. It is in silence that you can hear your heart speak, that you can hear your inner fire. It is in silence that you can hear the cracklings of your will within you, of your drive. Silence is a valuable practice. It is something that the Western culture typically avoids. Westerners are frequently associated to have very active minds, to identify with the rational intellect, to see the world as a problem to solve, as something to be dissected. And this is a maiming. This is a gross maiming of our psychic faculties, of everything that a human being can accomplish, of the human experience. Silence is a way for you to access your faculties, faculties that lie beyond the rational intellect. You can hear your heart in silence. A question to ask yourself, how frequently do you experience silence? Was that uncomfortable for anyone to have a moment of silence during a YouTube video? That is something to consider. Balance. This is a journey of harmony, of finding that which is unbalanced within us and how to bring balance, how to find harmony in our inner states. And by finding harmony in our inner states, we experience harmony in our external environment. There is a Hermetic axiom, as above, so below, as within, so without. If you experience harmony in your inner state, reality, the macrocosm, has no choice but to conform to your internal state. The reality you experience is a mirror of your inner state. The more you can achieve harmony and energetic balance in your inner state, the more you will experience harmony and energetic balance in your environment. This can be horrifying because this is a realization that you have power to influence the circumstances of your life. And the power to influence the circumstances of your life comes from your inner state. Your environment conforms to your inner state. The way that reality, the macrocosm, conforms to your inner state is something that is not instantaneous, and it is not deterministic. It is the beautiful interrelation of your will, your energy, the will and energy of every human being, and the energies of the macrocosm, the divine will of creation. It is a jazz improvisation of creation. The third card is test. The topics that will be discussed on this channel will be challenging. We will be discussing things that can be challenging to hear, things that cause you to raise questions about yourself, about your inner nature, about assumptions you've made about your life. And the challenge will be to integrate those experiences in a way that helps you navigate through life. Can you free yourself from your karma, from patterns of behavior that are unhealthy, that hold you back? These are some of the things we will be discussing on this channel. Something my teacher has taught me is to kill your fear. There is no place for fear in esotericism. That is something to consider. Find your fear. It is growing in the garden of your mind. Find it and root it out. If you have goals you want to accomplish, your fear is not going to assist you. What can assist you is finding your fear and rooting it out. In the space that is left when you uproot your fear from your mind, something can grow. Something positive, something healthy, something self-actualizing. You gain access to your capacities through removing heavy emotional energy that blocks your psychic energy centers. Fear is one of the most challenging emotional energies to work with. It is an energy of aversion, avoidance. It creates blind spots. And in those blind spots are revelations. And those blind spots are freedom. Because if you can uproot the fear from the garden of your mind, your blind spots are things you become aware of. They vanish. And when your blind spots vanish, what was in those blind spots has no power over you. You regain your power. You navigate through life. I'm going to pull some cards from the Tarot Volatile for this reading. Question is this a good tarot card channel for you? The Nine of Swords reversed, the Page of Swords reversed, the Three of Cups reversed, the King of Coins. I see an arc. This channel is good for people that have experienced a great deal of suffering, of overanalysis, and have had challenges cutting things away that do not serve their higher self and do not serve their best interest. This channel is good for people who have had challenges resisting abundance manifesting in their lives. This is the arc that I see. People have experienced an immense amount of suffering, a resistance to cutting away that which does not serve their higher selves, a resistance to abundance. This moves into the King of Pentacles, stability, mastery of one's material circumstances. This is a good channel for people who are gaining mastery of their material circumstances. And that mastery is something that is learned through the release of suffering. It is learned through the allowance of abundance manifesting in one's life. Healing, particularly healing the energetic wounds of trauma, is an allowing to be healed. You allow yourself to be healed from an energetic wound. You allow abundance to manifest. You allow unhealthy patterns of behavior, unhealthy patterns of thought, unhealthy patterns of speech to dissolve. It is an act of surrender to heal. Where is this arc going? The Empress, abundance. The Seven of Swords reversed, regaining your power. The Two of Swords, the Lord of Peace restored, mental clarity, clear decision making. This will be a good channel for people who are in the process of gaining mental clarity and making decisions about navigating in their lives. And as I mentioned, this is a good channel for people who have had resistance to abundance manifesting in their lives and are having the realization that it is their inner state that resists the abundance. If you're having that realization that you are resisting the abundance, that there is something within you that tries to hold on to a feeling of lack, a feeling of undeserving, this is a good channel for you. I am going to clarify the King of Coins. The Star, healing, wish fulfillment. This is a good channel for people who have healed, people who are healing, people who have wishes, people who have a vision for what they can accomplish. I am noticing that the Knight of Swords, the Lord of Despair and Cruelty, has a constellation in the window and has similar colors, a dark maroon that the Star card shares, and the Star card has a similar constellation. This is a channel for people who are healing, for people who have healed. This is a channel for people with vision. If you want assistance with healing, if you want assistance with realizing that you are healed, if you want assistance with your vision and actualizing your vision, this is a good channel for you. I will do a love tarot card reading For those of you that have a love interest, I will pull cards about the dynamic. I will pull cards for your energy towards that person. I will pull cards for the energy of that person towards you. And I will pull cards for the energy between you and events in the near future. I will be using the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is my first tarot card deck. I will pull cards for your energy towards the other person. The Emperor reversed. You likely feel out of control. This can manifest as dysregulation, as a lack of mental clarity about perceiving this person, or you could experience dysregulation and challenges navigating when you're around this person. The Emperor reversed is a card of a lack of clarity and a lack of power. It can also be power exercising in a petulant way. This is a dynamic where you feel you do not have control, and the lack of control is something that creates tension. There's an energetic friction within you about how you experience this person, and it is connected to a lack of control. It can be a lack of control of your inner state. It can be a lack of control about the dynamic. That I pulled the card for your energy towards the other person. It is likely you feel a lack of control about your inner state. I will pull a card for the energy of the other person. The Four of Pentacles reversed. This person is guarded. They have walls up. My sense is that you feel frustrated and out of control because you attempt to connect to this person. They have walls up, and there is a feeling of you cannot accomplish what you intend to accomplish with this person. You are not able to communicate what you intend to communicate. Something is blocked. And the other person has walls up. You have no control over these walls. You have control over your inner state. You have no control that this person has walls up. I will pull a card for the energy between you two. The Lovers. There is love. There is a connection in this dynamic. There are walls up. There is someone who is very dysregulated. There is love. I will clarify the Emperor. The World reversed. This is a dynamic you have experienced before. It has caused relationships in the past to be unsuccessful. This is for you to learn what it is you have control over and what it is you do not have control over. You do not have control over the walls of another person being up. You do not have control over their resistance to their emotions. You do not have control over their resistance to a situation. You have control over your inner state. If you learn that, if you can realize that, if you can put it into practice, the dynamic expresses itself more healthily. The energy of the Lover's card can actualize. I will clarify the Four of Pentacles for the other person. Temperance. This person has an energetic shift that is occurring within them. They are guarded because they are processing something and their energies are shifting. They're experiencing a change in their life and they likely feel a resistance to you perceiving that circumstance and being aware of the energetic shift that is occurring within them. This can be something that has a physical manifestation. It can be their finances, as the initial card I pulled is the Four of Pentacles, the Lord of Earthly Dominion. It can be an emotional shift. It can be a shift in their priorities. They are resistant to you seeing that energetic shift. And this is challenging for you because you want control over the situation. And you do not have control over the situation. You have control over your inner state. I will pull a card to clarify the Lover's card. The Seven of Wands reversed. This is a relationship where past karma, where past experiences are influencing the dynamic. For you, it is about control. For the other person, it is about an energetic shift that they are going through. That it is the Four of Pentacles for the other person suggests that this is something about their material circumstances. I'm going to pull an additional card for the other person to clarify what the past karma, past patterns of behavior are that are influencing the dynamic. The Eight of Swords reversed. The Lord of Shortened Force. They overthink things. They overthink things. They are resistant because their mind has built walls around their inner state, around realizations, around the energetic shift that is occurring within them. The reminder is you have no control over this person's inner state. You can be a positive influence on this person's inner state. You have no control over this person's inner state. You have control over your inner state. You have control over that you have a pattern of thought of wanting control over the dynamic. If you can dissolve that pattern of thought, the energy of the relationship, the Lover's card, actualizes itself more readily. I will pull cards for the near future for the relationship. The Nine of Cups, the Hermit reversed, the Fool, the King of Pentacles reversed, there is likely something positive that is going to happen. My sense is you are hearing what I am saying. You're having a realization that this is about your feeling of wanting control over the dynamic. If you can implement, if you can actualize that the thoughts, the feelings of wanting control over the dynamic are not helpful and prevent the energy from expressing and dissolve the patterns of thought of wanting control over the dynamic starts to manifest. It becomes tangible. This is going to occur through a period of isolation, and it is a period of isolation that is going to be challenging. It can be that the person is not communicative. It can be that you feel it is helpful for you to isolate for a period of time and focus on your self-improvement. After this period of isolation, there is the Fool card. I see something new starting. The King of Pentacles reversed suggests that the new start is something that is unstable or something that moves slow, likely slower than you would prefer. This goes to the Two of Cups reversed. If you try to rush this, the actualization of the energy of the Lover's card is blocked. This is a lesson in understanding what you have control over, what you do not have control over, and not rushing something manifesting. My teacher has taught me, if you plant a seed and you dig it up to check on it to see if it is growing, the seed will not grow. If you try to dig this up, it's not going to grow. You cannot control how a seed is growing. You cannot control how this person is changing. That the Temperance card is upright, that the Lover's card is the card for the energy of the dynamic between you two, that I got the Nine of Cups and the Fool for the events in the near future, suggests that this is manifesting in a positive way. It is good for you to allow it to manifest. Allow this to manifest for you. If you try to control something, the narrowness of your mind, the narrowness of your perspective constrains the manifestation. If you allow the invisible, if you allow the divine to act in your life, to move in and through you, it manifests in a way that is beyond the narrow expectations of your mind. It manifests in a way that is beyond the patterns of thought that your mind forms. Thank you, everyone, for watching this tarot card reading. My name is Nicholas. This is Celestial Sign Boasts. I will see you next week.